My name is Trip Dennis. I will be presenting cranes and heavy construction for my CSM 3363 construction class at Texas State. So we're going to get started right here. So let me a little picture here. Here's the outline for the PowerPoint. We've got an introduction, types of cranes, related equipment, cost considerations, safety practices, use of cranes in Texas, summary and conclusions, the references I used, and we'll have a little quiz at the end. So to get started, we got some definitions right quick. We got the definition of a crane. Crane's a machine used to lift and move heavy materials horizontally. A tower crane is a modern form of a balance crane commonly used in the construction of tall skyscraper buildings. A collar crane is a crane mounted on the undercarriage with a full set of tracks of crawlers that provide stability and mobility for the crane. Uh, these are a little more common on job sites as you don't need a crane all the time. So the importance of having a crane in heavy construction is there's a lot of heavy objects, such as like beams for the roadways and just moving culvert pipes and all sorts of stuff like that for building. Common industries are infrastructure, oil, gas, and skyscrapers. So here's the equipment related to um, cranes. So we'll go back over our types. We have a tower crane, which is pictured right here. We've got a mobile crane right here. And then we've got the overhead crane, which is more like for like manufacturing use. So some attachments, I've got a picture of a hoist right here, or not a hoist, a hook. I'm sorry. The hoist is kind of part of the jib here, right here. This is the jib down here, just one there and here. And then the wire ropes are obviously what make it functions. Um, Another new thing with new technology coming out is the operator cabs or make it safer and easier for the operator to run the crane. So you can see down here, there's like a nice display, probably even has GPS tracking abilities. Probably full AC cab right there, so the operator doesn't get hot or has a issue because he's hot or something like that. Some of the costs of cranes. So we've got purchase and lease costs. Mobile cranes are going to be a little cheaper. They start at about 100 to $1 million, and then tower cranes are 500K to $1.5 million. Operating costs. It's a machine. You got to operate it. You're going to need fuel, maintenance, greasing it up, uh, checking all the points, piston maintenance, all sorts of stuff. Certifications. That's going to be for the crane operator. He has to be certified to run that piece of equipment. So anytime he's on the job, he needs to present his certification, and then he obviously has to get paid for running the crane. So that's where the wages are. Some cost saving strategies, owning a piece of equipment versus renting one. There's all sorts of reasons to own one versus rent one. Owning one, you're going to have a lot more upfront costs, but you can use it to pay it off. And once it's paid off, you start making lots of money on it. Renting is a very short-term thing, so you rent it for the cost, get your job done, get rid of it. You're not going to need it all the time. It might be worth renting the piece of equipment. Preventative maintenance kind of falls back up here to our maintenance. That's just keeping the equipment in shape. That kind of comes under owning the equipment, as you have to maintain it so it keeps operating so you can make money with it. Safety. Cranes are a big safety issue. So we've got some of the big risk on the top here. We've got load drops. So obviously the whatever the crane's picking up falls. The crane itself tips over, so he would fall down. Uh, Electrocution that comes into play when the crane would be operating near any power lines, but he should know his swing radius, and if he's going to be even 10 feet within the power line, he's called power company and have them come take care of that. And then mechanical failure, that's kind of out of anybody's control. It's a piece of equipment, stuff fails. Safety practices, OSHA regulations, that kind of comes back to the electrocution, having his certified training, the rigging, you have a certified rigger rigging the piece of material or machinery or whatever the crane would be picking up. Some safety devices. You've got a anti-tube lock, which is pictured right here on this little nice diagram. And then we've got a load moment indicators, which is a device that helps prevent crane overloading by warning the operator when the lift exceeds safe parameters. And that's just right here. And that kind of just tells the crane operator when he's picking up too much because he's extended way too far out for how heavy the load is. So he may have to move the crane back or something and get that load under a certain percentage of the crane's ability to lift. Texas use. We build a lot of stuff here in Texas. So here's one of the some of the main ones. There's the Houston Ship Channel. There's all sorts of those ones that are on the tracks. Uh, Dallas and Austin major highways. We all love I-35 construction, 1604 construction. There are cranes stood up everywhere trying to get those roads built. Lots of wind turbines. You head out towards West Texas, even down in the coast. They're putting those things up left and right too. Some of those companies are Big Crane and Rigging Company, TNT Crane and Rigging. Those are just some examples of companies that do a lot of crane work here in Texas. So to wrap up my short little PowerPoint here, cranes are going to be very vital for lifting and transporting materials. Cost and safety are the key concerns with any equipment, but especially for cranes. Uh, they're widely used in the infrastructure and highway projects, and the operator skill and safety compliance are essential for good operations. So here's my list of references. I went to OSHA, went to this crane's website, this guide, kind of some more information and stuff like that. TxDOT, that's lots of highways being built. TxDOT's got a lot of information on that. And then the Commission for the Certification of Crane Operators, I just found some more information on their certifications and how they get them and all the training that they have to receive in order to operate that piece of equipment. So we're gonna have a little test your knowledge here. I've got three short questions. What are the two types of cranes commonly used in heavy construction? We got forklifts, bulldozers, crawler cranes, tower cranes, scissor lifts, and cherry pickers. And then the second question is, what is one key safety feature in modern crane systems? Rear view mirrors, load moment indicator, or GPS tracking? Why might a crane choose to rent? Why might a company choose to rent a crane instead of buying one? It's more expensive, it reduces upfront capital costs, and the operator prefers rentals. So I'm gonna give you, you can go ahead and pause the video and answer these questions right quick and come back when you're ready. All right, so now that we're ready, we're gonna start with number one. So pretty easy. I kind of kept it test pretty simple. The first two have no crane verbiage in them, so it's obviously B. Second one, key safety feature in modern cranes. Keyword here is modern. Rearview mirrors, they put those on like the very first crane. GPS tracking, that's a modern feature, but the crane isn't going to really go anywhere, so you don't need to track it. So the answer is going to be B as well. And then why might a crane company choose to rent a crane instead of buying one? Well, renting is going to be cheaper than buying one for sure, so it's definitely not A. And then operators prefer rentals. The operator, he usually doesn't care what kind of crane it is. He knows how to operate it. So why does the cost matter to him? So once again, it's going to be B, reducing the upfront capital costs. And thank you for watching my presentation on crane use in heavy construction. Hope you have a great semester and yeah.